Good evening. It's a Saturday evening here in Colorado. We're on our, final section of the trail. We resupplied in Silverton yesterday, and we're expecting to be in Durango sometime on Wednesday if all goes to plan. Mostly aiming for around the 15-mile days to make that work. It fits with the group, although today we got into campsite a bit too early, but the weather was kind of looming. A lot of thunder around, and we'd had hail earlier in the day. My umbrella, I've got a really lightweight umbrella that proved very useful during that. Most of the day was one big long but relatively doable climb, although by the end of the climb I was getting a lot slower than I was early on. I had probably my best walking this morning, which was great. We came out from Silverton yesterday afternoon or early evening and camped in a national forest, what do they call it, a distributed campground or something like that, dispersed camping area. So there's a lot of car camping there, but I think we were actually in a day use area with our tents overnight and then out early this morning and on. Things are going really well still. I finally caught up with a friend, Mark, who I'd hiked with earlier in the trail, so that's good. Hopefully I'll see a bit more of him for the remainder of the hike. This is a particularly lovely little area where we are. There's over the side of the hill from our campsites, there's quite a canyon for the river. There's a memorial to a woman called Judy Gaskell, who was the president of one of the bushwalking clubs or walking clubs here years ago, who was the driving force for getting the Colorado Trail built. And they've got a plaque on a rock, a few minutes walk from the campsite. There's a bridge over the river and a couple of tracks near the bridge that can take you down to stunning views of the waterfall and stuff. I caught a bit of video of that earlier and spent some time just enjoying the sound of the waterfall. There's a rock face on the way to that I was initially thinking must have had a good water flow, but I think it's just the echo of the waterfall, so that's all pretty good. Anyway, so I'm having a great hike, although the hills are still sometimes painful, but it's been fantastic. Lots of mixed feelings in the group for coming to a close. I think I'm happy to be ready for it to be finished, looking forward to it. There's others really dreading the end, I think, but different spaces that we're in, but it's all good. I'm looking forward to being in Durango next week and getting on with whatever else I'm doing, but absolutely still loving the time on the trail. Good night. Morning. I was going to make this video from Silverton to Durango, but it's turning out longer than I want it to be, so I'm going to cut it at a point further back. We're currently at Thompson Lake, and we've got 2 short days into Durango. We're having a bit of a late start this morning, but that's should be nice and relaxing, get a chance to get everything dry. A fair bit of condensation last night. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.